Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good afternoon. I just came from the office and I had a nap in the bus. It's been so long. When I used to work in Port Race, I used to nap in the bus almost every day. And now it's a lot more rare, but it does happen. And I was just thinking about something. I was looking at students from high school, and I was picturing myself when I was a teenager, when I was a student. There were so many things which I really craved for. I told myself, for instance, like when I will become an adult, life will be better because I will be earning money, I will be free, I will be independent, I will be able to live on my own terms, I will have a car, have money, etc. And the point is, we tend to always think that we were happier in the past, or we will be happier in the future. We really pause, look back and reflect and see how far we have come. And we don't do it consciously, but it's really funny that I, for my own part, very often I tend to idealize my past. I tend to feel like life was better when I was a teenager, for example. I tend to remember all the good parts. Of course, there were not only good parts, there were also moments of frustration. When you're a teenager, for example, life is not that perfect. For me personally, my university days were the best of my life. I always think that my university years were like heaven. I was my happiest back then, I remember, and I was really, but it's true. I might probably be idealizing that, and really it's not a very realistic picture. We tend to be nostalgic about the past, just like when people break up and they think only of the good things in that relationship. They feel nostalgia, they feel longing for that person, they idealize the relationship, when in reality it probably wasn't that perfect. There is a reason why you're no longer with that person today. So be careful of your thinking patterns. I know it's really easy. Like, I, for my own part, I'm always like feeling like life was better long ago. Life was better when I was younger, when I was carefree, or that life will be better in the future given that I attained such and such condition. But it's not true. And I try my best to enjoy the present moment, to really look back how far I've come. There are so many things which we take for granted. I must say it very honestly, I have my own share of frustrations. Although I am generally a very happy-go-lucky person, a very grateful person, uh, I'm not dissatisfied, and I don't complain in my life. I'm quite resilient, and I accept what is in my lot. Although all of that is true, I do feel a massive amount of frustration many times when it comes to many aspects of my life. I'm not exactly where I think I could have been, but I also acknowledge that many things in life, if you're not satisfied with how things are, there are many things which you can do in order to get closer to where you want to be, whether it's in your career, your studies, your income, your home, your weight, your looks, your health. It's really the case that you can't do anything to change a situation. I believe that no matter how big in a trouble you are, or how dissatisfied or unhappy you are with your life, I believe that there is always something that you can do to make things better. And yeah, it's really funny again. Like, we are always caught up in in the past or in the future. We don't. It's very rare. Like, I know that true happiness, real happiness, that kind of blissful moment of flow that you can experience and that I have experienced in the past, it comes only from living in the present moment. There is no future, there is no past, because the past is already gone. It's not there. No matter how beautiful you think of it in your mind, it's already gone. And the future, we don't know. Like, especially as Muslims, as believers, we always know. As a matter of fact, we think that, you know, there is no guarantee how long you're going to live. So only God knows what He has written, whether you're going to live for till 70 years old, 100 years old, or 30 years old. It's not definite. So my point is, like, really be kind to yourself when you catch yourself feeling like a loser. I know it's very easy nowadays when you go on social media, you see all these videos on, you need to hustle, you need to achieve something, do something great, extraordinary, like really, it's all about like always chasing something more. And I totally agree with the concept of growing, of evolving, of challenging yourself, becoming a better version of yourself. I totally agree with like constant improvement, learning, and succeeding in life. But at the same time, don't forget that there are things which you have today, or which you are being able to do today, which at one point in your life you were literally dreaming about having those things. You were craving to have those things. It's so easy to become complacent and to get bored, or to become greedy for more, and to be dissatisfied because you compare your life with that of other people. But really, I don't want to continue doing that anymore, because I understand that life will always, you will always, ultimately you will feel like something is missing. You can't be happy because you need to achieve XYZ in order to be happy. But you can be happy, and in fact you are already happy. Just let go of the past and the future. That's very simple, inshallah.